So guys, you're welcome back to Building Concept TV, still on building in Nigeria. So in our previous video we discussed about what are the processes involved to build a house in Nigeria, what are the planning process, what are the things you need to know before purchasing a land in Nigeria. So okay, now after purchasing this land, what is next to do on the land you have purchased with your capital, with your money? So I still have architect Tayo in the studio with me. He's going to tell us the stages involved in building a house in Nigeria. So sir, you can still introduce yourself to the audience.
Once again, my name is Tayo. I am an architect. I am the MD CEO of Architect Limited. We are an architectural and construction company. We are in existence for over 15 years now. We have handled both commercial and residential projects. We also do renovation and other forms of construction pertaining to buildings.
So sir, let's talk about the stages in building a house in Nigeria. Well, okay, what kind of building do we have to build on a land?
Well, it depends on the client and depends on the size of the land. It also depends on the permissible structure that you can put on the land. Yeah, in the previous episode, I forgot to mention about soil tests. It is very, very, very important, soil tests. For buildings that are like one suspended floors and above, you will need soil tests, because it will tell you the bearing capacity of the soil. So while you are trying to design a building, the structural engineer will now know, using the results from the soil test, to design the type of foundation. Take for instance, we have a project that we just finished designing at Abijo.
That's after Aja.
Yes, it's like a duplex with a penthouse, but on trying to carry out the soil, we were even assuming maybe a raft foundation will work there. But on conducting the soil test now with the report, we now saw that a raft foundation cannot work there. You have to go for pile. So it is that result that the structural engineer will use to now design the structural drawing of the building. Yes. So assuming soil test has been sorted out, so the first thing is like mobilizing to site. And usually when we want to start, I always advise the client, let's do a borehole. We have stock, because it's that borehole that we use to do the work, and it will also save the client money
from buying water,
because it's a whole lot of water we use while doing construction. So once we do all those like site preparation, site clearing, we store borehole, we buy some major things that we used to start, like helmets, jacket, safety boots. So after that, then the main first stage is the setting out of the building. It's going to show us how the building will stand on the site.
Okay. Yes.
Taking in cognizance the setbacks, the approved setback from either Lagos State or any.
Okay, sir. So after the settings, what stage is next?
After the setting out, we now go to digging of the foundation. Yes. After we dig the foundation, we now do blinding. We call it blinding. The kind of casting, like the footing.
Okay, footing.
Where the blocks will stand on.
Okay.
For buildings that are like suspended floor in a good area, so we are going to have a kind of like a hard foundation where we have our mat on some specific places where you have the color. That is the pillar. Yes.
Okay.
So you do that one alongside the block work for the foundation.
Yes. So after the foundation, we go to the dam.
Yeah. So after we do that one, we are going to cast a kind of short pillar for the foundation with the block. Then after that, we now sand fill inside the foundation. We sand fill the inside. After we sand fill, we compact. Okay. After we compact, we now put a kind of damp-proof membrane. That kind of
nylon. That's to protect
water from ground level. Then we now, for some areas, we can just do wire mesh on that thing before we now cast. And that's the ground floor slab, which people call the German floor.
Okay. So continue, sir. I'm getting you, sir.
So from that stage,
like I'm building a house already.
yeah. So from that stage, the next step is the block work for the ground floor. We have our normal block work. We have our pillars.
But during the improvement, there should be a mechanical worker.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Before that, yeah, I skipped that. Before that, there are some plumbing pipes we would have run in the foundation. But it's that pipe that will go up to the building. So we run those work, the block work. So while we are running the block work, those pipes too has also continue. We also continue on the ground floor work. So basically, the ground floor work is just the block work, the pillars, and the lintel. Yes. So that's like the second stage.
Okay. Then if it's a bungalow, it's going for roofing.
Yes. If it's a bungalow, we will now roof.
If it's going for...
If it's a duplex, then we'll now move to the ground floor.
If we are planning a building for duplex, the number of pillars will be far different from the bungalow.
Yes.
So
even all those pillars will show from the structural drawing. Okay. All those pillars are going to show from you will know the number of pillars, the height that those pillars will come in.
Although we can't determine the cost now, because most audience always like to know about what is the cost of like a bungalow design. Let's just roughly estimate a modern bungalow design. We should be, at least for someone who is just planning ahead to build a 4-bedroom bungalow design, we should have at least on a budget of roughly, with the current, we know that the cost of building materials in Nigeria is not stable. On a budget of a new modern design bungalow design, you should be thinking about a roughly cost of what, sir?
Well, based on
apart from the building approval, building processes, from the setting to roofing,
and the painting, all the finishes. Based on the recent project we are handling right now, that's a 4-bedroom and suite. We are still on a budget of 30 to 35 million.
That's the modern design. Yes. Not there are different kind of bungalow design, because sometimes the modern bungalows now, there are some bungalows that you see that even their height is at the same level as a...
Even the cost of finishing, the type of finishing that the client wants on the project will determine even the cost.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like now, let me give for instance, if you are planning to use a Nigerian tiles in your house, and another client is planning to use a Spanish tiles, and the cost of Nigerian tiles is multiplied by like 50% or 80% of the cost of Spanish tiles. So the cost of building will be more.
For this POP ceiling. Someone that will use plasterboard will spend more money than someone using POP cast. Yes. So it depends on.
So on a general cost, if you are planning to build a modern design bungalow 4-bedroom and suite, you should be planning about 25 to 30 million. This is just a projected cost, but on a budget of maybe the kind of quality you want, you can still bring it down. But if you are looking on a quality, on a modern, the higher taste design, you should be planning about this kind of money. So guys, today, thank you for watching today's video. This is Wahab Biliamin Oladimeji and architect Temitayo Oguni. So sir, thank you for today.
Thank you very much.
In our next video, we'll be visiting on site, and this will show you some of his projects on site. And if you are planning to meet him, you can contact him on his Instagram page and his YouTube channel, and his phone number is written on the screen on our video here. So guys, thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Wabili Concept TV, and click on that notification bell as well. Thank you, and God bless you all.